What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua has this to say about some of the friends that stabbed him in the back. He said, a lot of my industry friends were ready to stab me in the back. And Anthony Joshua opens up on his loss and the things that he experienced while he lost his first fight. And this is what he had to say. He said, I had my own issues going on that I said I would explain one day. Okay. So I just took my loss like a man, Joshua told DAZN. He said, but what I found out is a lot of my industry friends that were smiling in my face were ready to stab me in the back when I took my loss. He said the rematch went even better. It was a one-sided fight, a classy display of sweet science, of hit and don't get hit. Take the belt with ease and get back on the gravy train. Okay. And he said Andy couldn't keep up. He couldn't move his feet. He couldn't throw his fast hands fast enough to keep up with me. Joshua continued. He says, I think I won 11 out of 12 rounds. If I was to be generous, I made history. Okay. And of course we know that Ruiz is called for the third fight and all. And I think that a lot of people doubted Joshua after the loss because a lot of people didn't understand what went on with Joshua. Now, see, here's the thing. I don't know how long you guys have been listening to my channel, but I have a saying. You have excuses and you have reasons. Okay? Now, to cut all the BS, excuses are for the losers. Reasons is an explanation of what really happened. Okay? There's a little gray area, but it's pretty much, I look at it black and white. If you lost, you're coming with excuses. If you won and something else happened, okay, that's your reason for explaining what went on in the fight, the dynamics of the fight. See, everybody loves a winner. And Anthony Joshua learned once he lost, people were saying, oh man, he's a hype train. He can't fight. He was overrated. Okay? They were saying a lot of things about him, but what was Anthony Joshua saying about himself? Nothing. Because I think he understands that mindset. Because people are not going to care what you have to say if you lost. They're not going to care what happened. That's why it was like, well, why the hell am I going to bring up something that was wrong with me like he just clearly said, right? When people are going to use that and throw that in my face and say, you know what? You lost. He beat your ass and that's that. There, I don't care what went on with you, right? Now, what's in the dark will always come to the light eventually, okay? Now, I'm going to piece this together. After June 1st, a lot of things happened with Anthony Joshua. People looked at his ring walk. People see that he didn't look right. People said the way he was, was acting, okay? He didn't look right at all. He was tired in the third round. He was hit with a punch, and it just totally took him apart. He was hit behind he was attacked behind the head. He was fouled behind the head, which the referee, I don't think, honestly caught it. I think the ref was really busy, too busy looking at scored points instead of all these punches. You have to, and as a referee, you have to pay attention to punch placement and where these fighters are landing these punches. Are these punches legal? And a lot of referees become fans because they're the front row. They are the closest. They're the closest people to these fighters. So a lot of referees get caught up in that, oh shit, he's actually beating the shit out of Anthony Joshua without really looking at what was going on in that fight. So we had a lot of things, and a lot of things spewed out and leaked out, and he had concussions, or he was knocked out in sparring, or he was hurt in sparring. A lot of things were, but one thing was apparent. He was able to clarify and cut out all the BS. No, that didn't happen. Even though maybe it wasn't BS, but it would have been looked at as BS if he would have said, yeah, that's what happened to me. because everybody in their mom would have said, including the friends that he's referring to, oh, that's bullshit. Joshua, you got your ass beat. You know, anything that was said about you that was derogatory, assume it all. That's what Anthony Joshua was saying, you know, and they were ready to, and they were ready. People was ready to throw Anthony Joshua away. Okay. You had all the Pro Idol channels. They were, dude, all the Mexico was alegría. Muchísimo, right? They were very happy that, you know, Ruiz did what he did. I mean, why wouldn't they be? However, everybody was looking at Anthony Joshua like, okay, this dude ain't what we thought he was, you know? And then when he took the rematch, people were like, no, you should never take the rematch. A lot of people said that. Paula Malignaggi said that. I think Carl Froch said that. Who else said that? A lot of people said that. You know, he didn't even have a heart of a champion, you know, according to some people. You know, his whole record was a consist of lies and contradictions. They said that. So, but those are the spectators. He's talking about his actual friends who were ready to throw him under the bus. You know, and now that we know what we know, something was wrong. But did he say anything was wrong? Nope. Because he knew. He knew he couldn't. Right? But it's just funny to show you that despite looking at a performance like you saw June 1st, right? Joshua getting beat the way he was, how nobody could think, or however, and how a lot of people just was like, and some people were, I was like, something was wrong with him. I know he wasn't focused on the fight, but something else was the deal. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't convinced that man was 100% going in there. So, but how could he be? All right. So we learned so much through those months. And in the second fight, we seen, okay, now you got a focused guy going in there, unscathed, right? 100%, focused on his fighter. And look what he did. 111, maybe 12. I don't know if I would give Andy Ruiz a round. Maybe one. Maybe. But he lost. And he lost bad to a boxer. A guy that beat him. And he said about this guy that this guy can't even box. This guy can't even fight. This guy's robotic. You gonna let that guy that you said that can't do this beat you like he beat you in Saudi Arabia? So in anything, it made Ruiz look stupid, but it silenced the so-called industry friends of Joshua. It made him, you know, right? It made him do that because they were ready to crucify this man because he had a loss. And to this day, we still don't know what was going on with Anthony Joshua, and he ain't told. And I already told you guys why I know he hasn't said anything about it, right? He will later like he promises. I believe he will. He ain't going to say everything at one time. But if you notice, he waited afterwards, after he beat Ruiz and proved to everybody that I can beat this guy. Yeah, there was something wrong. I ain't going to tell you what it is, but something was wrong. So all you people thinking that he just beat me fair and square or beat me at 100% and I was just beaten by the better man that day and nothing was wrong with me, that was a lie. I just said that because I didn't want nobody to make it seem like I was bringing excuses to the table. It's called integrity. It's called character. That's what happens. That's what you do. You take it like a man and you move on. And then after you've proved everybody that you've passed something that you once failed, then you can say, okay, yeah, something was wrong. Ha ha. Now, how you like me now? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about Anthony Joshua talking about the backstabbers in his corner. Of course, please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.